Okay, guys, so this is the second part in this lesson, and this is the part where we're happy that the action took place. We're happy that the action took place. In order to start owning the victory, you got to be happy that that thing took place. So, step one is you said it happened, right? Now, step two is you're happy that it happened. The reason you got to be happy that it happened is because if you're not happy that it happened or if you're angry that it happened, how can you own that victory? You have to be happy that it happened. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to own the victory. You have to be joyful. You have to be encouraged. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to be full of some sort of wonder that that action took place. So, this is probably going to be a little strange for some of you. And if it is, then allow me to help you understand what was going on in my mind. I came to the realization some time ago, with the aid of others, that I can twist my mind and I can come up with a reason for anything to exist. Or should I say, I can come up with a reason to discount myself or sell myself short. I can also come up with a reason to uh, find encouragement and joy in my actions and activities. So here's what I'm getting at. For some of you, this is probably very strange. You would say, what do you mean you're not happy you did something good? Okay, that's probably a very strange concept for some of you. And let me provide an example. If your opinion of yourself is so low that you can't fathom anything good coming from yourself, then it's going to be very hard to find a reason to be happy that you did something good. So these are two separate things we're talking about. We're talking about good actions and then being happy about those good actions. Okay, so these are two separate things here. For most of us, it's an objectively fact that it's good to fold your clothes. It's good to take out the trash. It's good to, put in some hours at work. It's good to take a walk around the neighborhood. Most of us would say that is objectively good. Okay. But to be happy you did that that's a whole separate ball game. In me and my experience, what would happen is I would do something good, right? I would do something good. I would, I don't know, like spend 8 hours filling out job applications. I would go on like 5 interviews in a week. I would find a way to pay a bill. I would find a way to get something taken care of. I would find a way to mitigate a situation. But the problem is that in those moments, I didn't view it as, wow, that's great, you took care of that. I would just view it as more pain and more punishment. I would just view it as further proof of how stupid life is and how pointless it is and how unbelievably unfair it is that I had to do that in the first place. Now, that probably came from a unique set of circumstances, but if you have such a perspective on life that life itself is unprofitable, that life itself is meaningless, that you don't see a path for your own success, then you're never going to be able to get behind your actions. You're never going to be able to fully claim your victories. Now, like I said, to some of you, this is probably about as backwards can be, but the way the human mind is set up is that if you've got your mind screwed on a certain way and you got your glasses on a certain way to the point where everything is bad and you're looking for further evidence for everything being bad, then it's no wonder you would find your good actions to be bad. That you would be angry that you did good actions. If this doesn't make sense, then I can understand that. I've explained this to a couple of people and it makes bonkers. But the other analogy that comes in my mind is losing weight. And I can speak from personal experience in this situation. I lost, it's at least 150 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, it had to be. And when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see a difference. I literally didn't see a difference. I didn't see a reason to celebrate that victory. I didn't see a reason to acknowledge the change. I didn't see a way to benefit from it. Now, that situation came about from a unique set of circumstances that, quite frankly, is not going to be applicable for the context of this video, but that's just an example of how you can be angry that you did something good. Or at least not being happy. So maybe there is a middle ground between being happy and being angry, such as neutral, I guess. But that's not that much better than being angry. At least not in the long run. So you have to be happy that you did something good. You have to be happy that you got the garbage out. You have to be happy that you gave that person a call. You have to be happy that you got all your grocery shopping done this week. You have to be happy you afforded groceries. You have to be happy that your car started. You've got to be happy that you did something, that something happened. You got to be happy you got the dishwasher loaded. You've got to be happy you did it. Now let's pull this to maybe your job, right? So maybe you were working really hard on a project all week, right? You were putting in 6 hours a day on this project and it's driving you up a wall, but guess what? You got it done, right? Now in that moment, you still got a decision. Are you going to be happy you got it done? Or you're going to come up with a reason to say, oh, well, I took too long, or this should have gotten done quicker, or why did they give me this, or why do I got to do this? See? So, you've got to be happy that you did it. And I can tell you from personal experience, I thought that doing the action would make me happy. I honestly thought that. Because you get these ideas, you get these goals. You're saying, when I get this, I'll be happy. Right? When I get a PlayStation, I'll be happy. When I get an iPhone, I'll be happy. When I get an Xbox, I'll be happy. When I get a job, guess what? I got it, nothing changed. I got the second thing, nothing changed. I got the third thing, nothing changed. That's when you've got to look at yourself and say, wait a minute. Is my focus outward for my happiness? Is my focus outward? And if so, maybe I need to turn my focus back inside me and figure out how I'm viewing myself and how I'm viewing my actions. Because here's the thing about it. You could be making the simplest peanut butter and jelly sandwich known to man. But if you're happy that you made it, you're happy that you're eating it, you're happy you're enjoying it, you're happy you have food, then it doesn't matter if it's just a peanut butter and jelly. You're happy you did it. Because I'll tell you something else. If you accomplish things and you resent those accomplishments, or you don't acknowledge those accomplishments, or you're angry that you did those accomplishments, that is such a buzzkill, to the point where no one's going to really want to talk to you, especially if you're in the realm of romantic endeavors. I know from firsthand experience. I was doing something that at the time I thought was basic and mundane and perhaps not worth celebrating. And the person I was talking to said, "Hey, that's great that you're doing that." And I invented a reason to say, "Well, no, it's really not, because I should be having something else, or I should be doing something else, or this is beneath me," or you get what I'm saying? It's just like, buddy, I just gave you a compliment. Why are you shooting it down already? It's not a good place to be in. And I could probably go on with this topic of being happy that you did something good. But I think just for the sake of this video, it's just a simple matter of being happy that you did something good, being happy that the action took place. Because, and I can also tell you, when I was working out like a maniac, losing 150 pounds, part of me was happy I was doing it, but the other part of me was like, oh my God, why does it have to be this hard? Oh my God, why do I have to do this? Oh my God, why is this the only way to get it done? So instead of viewing the workout as an accomplishment or viewing the workout as a way to invest myself, it was almost a form of punishment. That's maybe a very extreme example, but that does lie close enough to being angry you did something good. So, like I said, guys, for the brevity of this video, step 1, acknowledge something happened. Step 2, be happy that you did it. Be happy that it happened. Step 3 coming up is finding the value in what you did. I will see you then.